The idea for the camp came out of a Community Futures in Westlock, Alberta. We developed the basic material, and we developed Amigo manuals, and decided to put on the camp. We recruited kids from as far away as Peace River and Hinton through West Yellowhead and Lac La Biche, and so we had kids come over. We had just over 30 kids came to the very first camp. Our first experience was great. The kids loved it. They loved the training. They loved the whole idea of the camp experience. I took the idea to our South Region managers at a managers meeting, and I said, I'd really like to do this camp, but I can't do it alone. I think it's something that we should partner as a South Region. And right away the hands went up, and everybody was quite enthusiastic about it. The next year, which was year 2, in '98, we were up to 48 kids. What happened was that we had great buy-in, great enthusiasm by our South Region, and that's really what strengthens the camp.
The first year I heard about the camp, just 20 years ago, didn't participate in that first year, but it was very intriguing. And the outcome of that camp, when I had an opportunity to talk to the people who put the camp on at the time, hearing some of the stories about the kids and the outcomes and how the kids changed from day one to the end of the week, it really impressed me that here we had an opportunity in Community Futures to get involved with youth in a very positive way, in ways that the school system was no longer providing education, which is in entrepreneurial thinking, in self-thinking, and taking risk, and building self-confidence. So I look very much forward to becoming involved at that time.
My first couple of years at camp, I came not knowing what to expect. It was, my mom had told me about a business camp, and it sounded really nerdy, and I just thought, why would I go to a business camp? But the friends I made, the things I learned, helped me develop skills and find my love for business and entrepreneurship that have helped me start my own business, and I've loved it ever since.
So as a camper, I came here totally scared, homesick, not ready to be here, and that week completely changed my life. It definitely made me want to go into business, which I'm in management at the U of S, and I absolutely love it. I have dedicated my life to business because of it.
I would say that for where I am in my career, the camp is the only reason I'm there. I work in a very, very social environment, and I need to have sales skills and marketing abilities and everything. I basically need to be able to talk to any person from any background and with any experience level. And I never would have been able to do that if I didn't learn to come out of my shell and learn to adapt in the camp. And I grew and became such a different person that I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the camp. I wouldn't have the job I had, and I wouldn't be as successful as I am. I'd say 99, if not 100% of my success comes from the changes that I made in my life by attending this camp.
One of the things that I'm most proud of is the Youth Leader training program that we offer as part of camp. So we have this program that we offer previous campers that are age 15 to 18 to come back and learn leadership skills 3 days prior to coming to camp. And then they take those skills that they've learned and developed over that course and use them at camp.
Youth Leader program, we came in and we did the training 3 days before the actual camp and got to go through a bunch of leadership training seminars and group activities and things to basically to learn how to be a leader. And I think that a lot of those traits and a lot of those things that we learn in that group are things that I use every day in business and in leading a gigantic team, and just the ability to listen and the ability to find ways to get around roadblocks and come together.
The Youth Leader program was huge for me. I transformed in so many ways through being a camper, and the biggest thing in being a youth leader, it helped me transition from being a kid to being an adult, and gaining that maturity, which was a priceless thing to learn.
And these kids, they really grow, and you see them come in, they're able to come back 3 times. And by the time they're 17, 18 and they're graduating, you really see these kids come out as amazing kids that have developed into true leaders and then go back to the community, which is supported in the data that we've got through the surveying that we've done. And these kids they end up coming back as adult volunteers. They end up becoming our greatest ambassadors for the program. And I'm just really proud that this component is part of the learning offerings that we do for camp.
I think that there's a lot of success stories that have come out of camp, but one comes to mind pretty readily, and one of our campers, his parents came up to me and they talked about how much the camp changed him, and that it was a catalyst for a year of change for him. And he came to business camp, he didn't know anybody. He left with a gazillion friends and a lot of contacts, but he also, when he got home, he took his idea from camp and went back home and went to the farmer's market. He rented a table, he got his sisters involved in the production, and he sold his product at the local farmer's market. He learned how to manage his money, he understands, expenses and revenues. And his parents have said that this camp has made a huge difference. It was a catalyst in his life for change for the next year.
It was a week of learning, but having fun, and something I could never put into an actual sentence. But it was an experience that just changes who you are. And it really, really does set you up, whether you know it at the time or not. It sets you up for success in the future. I don't think I ever would have known the lessons that I learned back then, but sitting here now at 28, years after I attended my first camp and looking back, I realize how valuable and how amazing those lessons were. And for me to get that as a 13, 14-year-old kid, you don't get that kind of opportunity these days. It was amazing. I can't say enough.
It's like the best thing ever.
It's awesome. I love it. It's legit.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
We love camp.
Love camp?
Yes.
Yeah. What's your best camp memory?
Oh my goodness, there's too many.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Awesome, and awesome.
I don't want to go home. You don't want to go home?
I'm trying to stay here. Can you adopt me?
This camp has been one of the most inspirational, life-changing things I've ever gone through. It really does change lives, so thank you, and congratulations.